One day in an unknown city, there was an accident on the railroad. The train drivers were performing routine work, delivering cargo to its destination. Suddenly, something went wrong with the train. The drivers decided to brake immediately, but the brakes didn't work. People just at this moment were crossing a railway crossing and had no idea that something could happen. The train driver was in unreal shock at what was happening and began to loudly tell people to get out of the way as quickly as possible. The other train drivers didn't choose anything better than to just start jumping off the train because they feared for their lives. People were discouraged by the sound of the train not slowing down and seeing the driver waving his hands to indicate that they should get out of the way immediately. All the people began to run in different directions, realizing all the danger of the situation and shouting to each other, "Run!" But one young girl got the wheel of her baby stroller stuck with her baby in it. The baby also realized that something bad was happening and cried a lot. The girl began to panic and call for help. All the people stood back and just shouted that it was very dangerous and it was too late. And no one in the crowd of people dared to help. The train is still going at high speed and is about to collide with the girl and child. And then, out of nowhere, appears a hooded guy who was standing at the back of the crowd watching what was going on. This guy had a superpower. He started vibrating and flickering. Then he easily moved to the train in 1 second and stopped it with one hand, one fist to be exact. The impact was so powerful that all the train cars derailed and deformed as much as possible, taking incredible damage. The girl was afraid for her child's life and screamed in fear, covering him with her body. She was very frightened, afraid to even open her eyes and trembling all over. The boy watched the train for a while to make sure it was immobilized. The girl did not understand who this unknown hero was. She had never seen anything like that before. At that moment, a small stone flew off from one of the cars that was carrying this freight train. The boy asked the girl if she was all right, to which she, in shock, could not immediately utter a word, but later she was able to say the word "thank you." The boy lent a helping hand to help the girl with the child get up from the ground, and a little later she added "thank you for the rescue." She literally had no face on her from what she had just experienced. Before she could recover from the shock, she and her child were again horrified by what they saw. It was truly shocking. The boy had no human face. He was like a real zombie. The next day, the protagonist of our story woke up in his spacious room. He is a zombie and his name is simply Zombie, or rather Mr. Zombie, that's better. Wow, what a day yesterday. Hopefully today will be a better day. Mom, by the way, it's interesting. I don't know my age and I don't know when I died either. I have been thinking about it for a long time now. I don't know when I died. It's kind of weird. But maybe later I will get some answers to my questions and solve all the mysteries of my reincarnation. One thing I do know is that I have the dream of my life. Or should I say my whole death? Damn, I'm confused. I want to communicate with people. I don't want to be alone. I can't stand being alone. It kills me, even though I'm already dead. Haha. I dream that one day I won't be discriminated against and harassed by them because of my unusual appearance. With this dream in mind, I continue to improve myself. I will try to work hard so that people will begin to perceive me as an ordinary person, but the result is still a long way off. If I take even small steps toward my goal, I will definitely succeed. In order to be perceived as one of my own, I will help countless people who are in trouble. I'll be a superhero of sorts, like in the movies. Oh crap! A plane is falling right into the soccer stadium. Run! Run for your lives! People stumble in panic as they run for the exit of the stadium. One child uttered the phrase, "Daddy, what is this?" The plane almost hit the soccer field and almost crashed. There were a few seconds left before it fell. But Mr. Zombie saved the people in the stadium. He kept the plane from falling and crashing with his own hands. People were not expecting to see such a thing and were shocked. Oh no! My children are inside a burning building. Somebody save them. Not a problem. Mr. Zombie will help everyone. All the kids are saved. The next day, Mr. Zombie asked himself a question. I haven't been this strong before. How come I have so much power in me? I remember that one summer day a zombie outbreak caused the apocalypse in my town. On that particular day, I was in school. By the way, I love learning. But let's get back to the point. I was sitting in math class when all of a sudden a zombie ran into the classroom quite unexpectedly. As we all know, zombies are usually slow, but this zombie was incredibly fast, and I just didn't have time to escape and got bitten. And then, I actually became a regular zombie. Yes, that's right, a regular zombie. I became the zombie you see in the crowd, following the horde wherever it goes. The funny thing is that the whole zombie crowd looked incredibly stupid in appearance, although I didn't consider myself a stupid zombie. Everything was fine up to a certain point, until one day people started hunting us. They didn't dialogue with us, didn't try to negotiate with us in any way. They just loaded their guns and aimed them at us. They started killing us en masse, one by one, just for the fact that we were zombies and posed some kind of danger to them. The worst part was that they not only burned us as fuel, but also created a perpetual energy machine by exploiting us. We became a great source of electricity for them. One thing kept bugging me. Why do zombies always want to eat people and people want to kill zombies? It was from that day to survive that I decided to change myself and started training. Now life won't be the same, I told myself. I lifted incredible weights, ran, swam, jumped every day. Basically, I did everything I could to change myself as quickly as possible. By the way, I even became a vegetarian. I gave up meat completely, even though it was difficult. Independent life begins with our own efforts. Like a real athlete, I took protein powder 3 times a day. I was insanely tired, but I kept training no matter what. Until one day I was finally incredibly strong. I felt inside me like I had become almost invincible. Having finally gained strength and knowledge, I decided to live in the emerging human society. Literally every day, I tried to get people to change their attitudes towards zombies for the better. I just wanted to live as a civilized, law-abiding, and kind zombie. Mom, I'm a little hungry. I need to go and get something to eat in the fridge. Oh, wow, we're all out of food. Okay, I'm going to go buy something good at the store and get home fast. Mr. Zombie got to the store when suddenly the saleswoman asked him a question. Is that your mask? Are you comfortable wearing it every day? What? No, not really comfortable, but I'm used to it. Mr. Zombie replied. Guys, help me load all the items into Mr.'s truck. Okay, let's load it up. Sir, is that him? Yeah, that's probably our guy. One day I'll take his mask off and see who's hiding underneath. Mom, that guy with the mask is weird. I feel like it's not a mask at all. It's a real zombie. I'll keep watching him. Great, one of my deputies is wanted. I am so sick of this. What do people want from us? He's caught people's eyes again. When I get to the lair, I'll warn him to be extra careful next time. Sir, are you sure this is the same super zombie that could lift an entire plane? It could be that it's just false information released by the media. I agree, the media loves to embellish everything and spread misinformation. This is exactly why we will have to unmask and expose this man. Come on, what is this? I can't drive because I don't have a driver's license. We'll have to think of something. I'll launch the truck straight into space and then catch it in the very city where all the other zombies in my family live. Is that even legal? I can't believe my eyes. Sir, what just happened? The truck traveled a great distance and was delivered to its destination. And now we move into zombie-dominated territory. The zombies simply roam the streets in search of food, which is their main raison d'etre. All they do is look for food and nothing else. Mom, I'm hungry. I need food. Find me some human meat, please. Mr. Zombie drops the van right in the middle of the zombie lair. At last our king is back. He brought us a lot of food. We are very happy. Mr. Zombie, why didn't you just bring the truck here? Kids, it's trivial. I don't have a driver's license. This is a city I conquered, far from the prying eyes of men. I ordered all the zombies to consume eggs to replace the protein they get from eating human flesh. Zargard, people are looking for you again. Try to stay out of their way. We're in enough trouble as it is. Sorry, Mr. Zombie. Every time I see a human, my body just loses all control. Mr. Zombie, we are steadily increasing our population, and we are finding it increasingly difficult to hide from humans. We have already changed the location of our main base several times. Boss, let us go out there and fight these miserable humans. My chainsaw is already starting to rust from the lack of fresh blood for so long. Take your time, the time is not yet ripe. Men are terrible and treacherous, do you understand? What's that other strange sound? An unknown plane flew right into the zombie lair. Who is it? An unknown lady who wants us dead. Continued in the next part of the video. Subscribe to the channel and give your likes.